Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. So we're going to go ahead and get a message from your ancestors and your angels, okay? Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, Virgos, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those. And thanks to those who donate to the channel. And to those of you who do subscribe, it's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well. That you guys have enjoyed your weekend. I see spring cleaning. Someone must spring clean on a Sunday, or maybe that's your day for cleaning or sorting things out. I know it's my day for it. Sorry, I'm just trying to light this sage. Yeah, some of you could maybe be clearing out your home or something. But Spirit, what is the strongest energy here for my Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. So let's get a card from Archangel Michael. Let's see what he may be trying to help you with at this time, okay? Strongest energy for Virgo, Spirit. So the card that is coming out for you, it says, that's interesting, because what did the bottom just say? It just said prayer will help. Prayer will help this situation. And then you have coming out, it says ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. It says, Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me. And it says, describe your personal situation. It says, please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. Okay. Show me more. What is the energy here, Spirit? Can I get a card for now and a card for going forward? Okay, so if it had come out, that would have been recovery. Yeah, I'm hearing all is well. So that was a yes. Give me a clear message from my Virgos, thank you. We have be assertive. And then we have a no coming out. Why is the no here, Spirit? You got to listen to your intuition at the bottom of the deck. Why is no here? Helpful people. Some of you may be moving on from people, places, and things here. What is be assertive? What is this action that Virgo needs to take, Spirit? The King of Fire with the Ace of Pentacles. So this could have to do with your business, or this could have to do with some sort of idea, okay? The Ace of Pentacles talks about an inflow of abundance. It says a promising business venture, and it says important documents or contracts. Some of you could be signing some sort of important document or contract at this time here. But you have the King of Fire out here, which talks about you being very focused, okay? So I've always kind of like described the King of Fire as someone who is a natural born leader. Someone who is a visionary. It says communicate with vision. It says and be a leader. It says advice from someone creative. So someone may want to go towards another person and maybe tell them about something or get their opinion on something here. Show me more. You have the Three of Air. What's the message here from our Virgos? And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles would make the Eight of Pentacles. So again, it could have something to do with a business or something like that here. But the Eight of Pentacles talks about mastery. Again, it talks about you needing to be consistent in something, dedicated. But why the Three of Air? Because the Three of Air is talks about sadness and, you know, heartache and pain. This card says take time to heal. And was it earlier where I saw recovery? So maybe someone has been recovering from something, right? Like I said, it could be an illness or something like that, an operation. Why the Three of Air? Someone could even be recovering from like giving birth, because I'm seeing like 3 horses on here, but you have like 2 adult horses and one child horse. What is that called? Alexa, actually, don't worry.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
That's why I said don't worry, because I knew the volume was super loud. I was playing music. Don't worry. What's the Three of Air? The King of Air. So is this about somebody being in their emotions here? What's the King of, not the King of Air, the King of Water. What's the King of Water and the Three of Air? The Two of Fire. So someone's allowing their emotions to get in the way of something here, get in the way of some sort of action that they want to take. The Two of Fire talks about choices. It says you've come into your own. It says new partnerships or contracts. It says continue to move forward. But the King of Water says open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice. It says charity work. I feel like somebody wants to go towards someone or reach out to someone here, but could be the High Priestess. Or this is about listening to your intuition, right? Paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. So why the hesitation? Because I feel hesitation here. The King of Earth. The Magician. And the Queen of Fire. All right, what is this? Because I'm asking, what is the hesitation, right? What's this Magician, Spirit? The Seven of Water. Landed on the Seven of Pentacles. Sevens is a warning here. So I don't know if this is about some manipulation or some sort of spell work, but listen, if it is, it would say to me maybe there is a fire sign that is doing it, and it could be a feminine fire sign, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, just as I said that the raven flew over. If it's not that, right? I don't know if there's an energy here of intimidation. Someone could be intimidated by someone's confidence or how someone looks or the way they carry themselves, right? Queen of Wands is usually not someone who underestimates herself. This could be an energy where someone needs to step into their power with the Magician. It says you are ready. It says you have the resources and the ability to manifest anything that you want here. It says life is magical. But it would say to me that someone has to believe this. So this kind of makes me feel like, especially with these 3 kings out here. Now, it's either there's some masculines that have their eye on a woman here, right? Or this could be saying to me, this may be a masculine who may be stepping into the Emperor energy. Because the Emperor embodies all kings. But I did answer what the Magician was. I don't know, like I said, if it's not about some sort of confusion spell work here, then it talks about someone who feels like whatever this decision is, it's not just as easy as do, re, mi, right? Because the 7 of Cups, it talks about something being complex. It talks about the need maybe for someone to find out more information or do their research about something. But the 7 of Cups to me is also that energy, right? Where Spirit says, okay, once you have that information, right? Which, like I said, Spirit could have been sending somebody some sort of signs and synchronicities. Once you have that information, then take the action. Yeah, for some of you, I'm telling you, if this is about businesses or you starting something up, take the action, because I don't feel like you're going to regret it here. Look at this Magician lining up with the Eight of Pentacles. This is mastery. This is skill. This is, to me, this is talent. Queen of Fire with the Three of Fire. Maybe there is someone here who's helping you to see the bigger picture. And for some of you, if someone is attacking you, it's because they know what's coming in for you. Chariot, the Wheel, Six of Cups. Now, someone also here may want to return to somebody or reach out to somebody from their past. Soulmate energy here. Magician with the Eight of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. Listen, something here is definitely going to turn in your favor. This is a time of positive change. Moving forward, right? But someone still holds on to something from the past, or they're afraid that maybe something else will turn out like how another thing did. And hey, listen, fear. Nine of Fire and the Ace of Cups. If this is about love or self-love, listen, persevere. Nine of Wands is not someone who gives up. This is about believing in yourself. Six of Air, Seven of Fire. Fight for what you want. I heard fight for freedom. Hey, they're joking. High Priestess, King, Knight of Water. All right, show me what else is going on here. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles says seeds well planted. It says a temporary pause in action. It says unnecessary worry. The Page of Earth. So is this about money? Then there is definitely some good news coming towards someone about finances here. Again, this energy of some of you just have this urge to start or do something new. It says a new area of study. Now, the Page of Pentacles is for me as well, is that energy where it talks about making practical decisions. So it looks like it's time for someone to make some sort of choices. So why is the no here, though? Seven of Cups coming out here again. And it's better not have nothing to do with whatever illusions I saw before. What's the Seven of Cups? Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Almost makes me want to say, okay, let's see what else comes out. Almost makes me want to say, be careful who you're getting private readings done from, or, you know, I don't really talk about other tarot readers. That's just not my style. Queen of Wands. She's back out here. All right, show me more. Oh, no. Let's see what else comes out. What is this no energy? The Knight of Air. The Knight of Air can talk about, it can talk about maybe somebody making something very challenging for someone, for me, right? But it can also talk about, you know, seizing options here. It says events that occur at great speed. It says take time to carefully review your options. It says creative solutions. What's the Queen of Fire? The Queen of Fire is the Queen of Air with the Seven of Fire. So there could be something here about some sort of truth that someone is speaking, or something could have something to do with an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini here. Yeah, I don't know. I did say maybe someone here may be getting tarot readings. Look like she's got a crystal ball here. And it's funny because it's almost like she's looking at, in the crystal ball, she's looking at this horse. Clarify these cards. Now, the Seven of Fire talks about defending yourself, and it says defending your decisions. It says stand your ground. It says choose your battles wisely. Why is these cards coming out for this Queen of Fire? You have the Knight of Earth. And then you have the Page of Fire. I feel like for some of you, you may have had somebody around you that was trying to slow you down. Or like I said, it could just be that someone here is not in a rush to make some sort of move. From what I can see, because they're scared. So what's the... Clarify the Seven of Fire and the Knight of Earth. Why is it coming out for this Queen of Fire? The Page of Air. Now, see, again, I don't know if there's been some sort of misinformation here. Page of Air can talk about challenging information. It says delays or changes to plans. It says truth delivered without tact. And what's the Queen of Air with the Page of Fire? It's like somebody knows that where they would be going, you know, it would be good news. Because this says news of an exciting new endeavor. It says use your originality and ingenuity. And the Page of Fire can talk about, you know, someone who may be excited to go on a new journey. It talks about freedom and things like that. Someone could be very creative as well when it comes to, you know, how they speak or the way they use their words or communicate. The Queen of Air, looking into this crystal ball, someone definitely could be a psychic or something like that. Give me one on the Queen of Air and the Page of Fire. The Ten of Air, yeah, I don't know. Whew, this talks about the end of a difficult situation. It says embrace the change and expect things to get better. Now it says recovering from an addiction. This could just be someone who is, like I said, maybe like a mentor, or this could be a really good friend of yours who gives good advice here. It's like encouraging somebody to move on from this Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, we all know, is that ultimate betrayal energy, right? Someone who has been betrayed over and over again, or lied to, or it could even be the end of some sort of generational curse here. Somebody moving forward or following their own mind. It's like breaking a pattern. One more on this Queen of Fire. The Magician and the King of Earth. If you're a masculine in here, maybe you need to be careful here, but clarify these cards, Spirit. The Nine of Fire, Three of Fire. Okay, so this may be someone who is, like I said, very influential in your life here, whether you're male or female, but clarify, you have unity, yeah. I feel like I can take this Queen of Fire both ways. So just take what resonates for you. King of Earth. The Eight of Earth and the Nine of Fire. Could be something to do with someone's work here. Someone may feel like someone's very skilled at something. Or somebody is trying to learn all there is or get more information on a person. It doesn't necessarily have to be for bad reasons. Don't give up. Protect that which you have created. It says have courage and believe in yourself. Maybe someone just admires somebody for their strength. And it makes them want to, you know, I guess do things differently. Put boundaries in place. Teach people how to treat you. People can only get away with what you allow them to. So what else do we have for Virgo? So you have wedding. It says marriage is the union of two souls joined in love. It says mutual respect and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. It says your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. It says continually breathe life into that faith and love. It says dearest one. Now, just because it says wedding, it doesn't necessarily have to be about a wedding. Maybe someone is thinking about, proposing to someone, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Someone looks like, hey, they're worth investing in. Or it could just be about a union of two people coming together. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You have giving and receiving, wanting to show its face. Give me a clear message. What do we have for Virgo? Thank you. You have release and surrender. It says, we shower you with blessings of our radiant love. It says, open your arms and release the challenges that you have held tightly gripped within your hands. It says, open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. It looks like Spirit trying to bring love in for someone. Right? Or like I said, or if when it's about your work and your career, it's about following your heart's desire. What else do you have for Virgo? Okay, coming out sideways, you have a heart chakra. Yeah, there's someone here. Someone here's heart chakra is blocked, right? And I don't know if Spirit's trying to tell them something, and they could just be saying no. No, Spirit, I'm not listening. I don't know if this is all in my head. I don't know, right? But it says heart chakra. It says love is the heart of the matter. It says your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart. It says as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Yeah, and for some of you where you've been getting signs about, like I said, some sort of work, or maybe you're supposed to provide some sort of a service to people here. I feel like Spirit is saying it's the perfect timing, and right behind perfect timing you have assertiveness. Be assertive. And right behind that you have there's nothing to worry about, right? Law of attraction. Give me some messages from the cosmics. What do we have for Virgo? We have stay present. It says that's where life happens, not in the past. Don't worry too much about the future either. You must forgive. It says if you want to be free, it says do it for yourself. It says check in with your body. It says and release any tension you are carrying. Give me two more. You have the power to create the life you love. It says remember that. And then coming out sideways, it says someone is in need of your love. It says offer it to them. But it came out sideways. Someone is blocked off. It's like, do you know what? It's kind of giving that energy. Forgive me for swearing, but it's kind of giving me that energy of, do you know what? Fuck love. Just give me the money. Give me the stability. Forget that love-ish. Spirit says, yeah, nah, that's not going to work. Spirit says that's not going to work. It's like one of those, without me saying too much, it's like one of those scenarios, right? If someone says, F love, I'm not interested, da 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 da. And then boom, Spirit come and lands the perfect person on your doorstep. And you're like, hold on a minute, but I said I didn't want love, but why do I keep thinking about that person? Why do I keep, feelings, emotions. I've always said emotions is one thing you cannot control. So what's the energy going forward for my Virgos? I actually feel like I want to get a love card because I feel like this is about love. What are you trying to say about love, Spirit? That Virgos does not want to hear. Okay, so you have illusions. It says be aware of love's illusions. It says see reality clearly. Okay, this is what makes somebody afraid. Or I told you, for some of you, I don't know if there's some sort of manipulation being put on someone, but show me more. What are you trying to show me about love? Romance. It says romantic surprises are on the horizon. It says be open to them. So maybe something in the past was an illusion. And maybe somebody feels like, you know what, they kind of fell for that illusion and they just don't want that to happen again. Yeah, look at alone time coming out. It's like an energy of somebody retreating. It says spend some time alone. It says it will help you gain clarity on your relationship. So I feel like someone has been doing that though, yeah. Someone just wants to be sure. Look at the bottom of the deck. It says unseen. It says love can be blind. It says ensure you're not overlooking red flags. But this is like somebody looking over a situation and looking over it again and looking over it again and looking over it again. Like, I gotta make sure. Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure again. Like, you have trust. It says guard your heart. It says not everyone deserves your trust. Okay. So like I said, someone here could have definitely got hurt in the past. Or you have sacrifice. It says love may come with sacrifices. It says evaluate what you're willing to give up. And I feel like that this energy is like I said, someone here would know that they would have to let their guards down here to, allow somebody to come in. I don't know, bottom of the deck, you have destiny. It says a reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. So one more. Oh, it turned over. It says unseen. It says love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. A new adventure in love is coming. It says get ready. Some of you may still be in a relationship with someone or a business partnership with someone here. And I don't know if you've been seeing red flags about that situation and you're kind of like, I'm just going to pretend I didn't see that or hear that. Energy going forward for my Virgos. So you have the majestic mountain. It says overcoming challenges. It says resilience, like the Nine of Wands. Coming out sideways is the whispering winds. It says messages from the unseen, and it says communication. But like I said, it came out sideways. So like I said, I don't know if someone is just like, I'm not listening to my intuition. I'm not paying attention to those signs you're sending me, Spirit, about love. I don't want to know. Spirit's like, okay, well, we're still going to send them. Show me more. You have the stargazer. It says dreams, aspiration, and it says and looking beyond. Clarify these cards. Energy going forward for Virgo. You have the thunderbolt. It says sudden change, power, and energy. But you have the serpent's coil. It says healing, rebirth, and protection. Yeah, it's like someone was dealing with like a snake in the past, or I'm hearing fake. They were fake. Okay, I don't know. So you have the pilgrim's path. And that's going to sit with the stargazer. And it says journey. It says exploration. And it says life lessons. Yeah. But now it's time to move on. And sometimes that can be hard for people because sometimes the lesson can be too much. But God isn't going to give you more than you can bear. God says, hey, to someone, listen, you can bounce back from this. But I had to teach you a lesson, right? Why did he have to teach you a lesson? I don't know. Was you missing the signs? Did you just want to hold on to something because you just wanted to hold on to it even though it wasn't serving you? Whatever you went through, it was to help you to grow. You got growth, strength, and connection to nature at the bottom of the tree. Ancient wisdom to make you wiser. Give me one more. Thank you. You have the guiding light, and that landed on the 3 of air, which is like the 3 of swords. It says guidance, mentorship, and direction. I feel like this came out in another reading here, right? Spirit is showing someone the way here. But that is what I've picked up here today. I do hope that something has resonated with you. If it has, I don't want to say hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, Virgos, stay safe. Love and light, guys.